Hi, my name is Joseph Rich from Say by Boss. Today I should be talking to you about the top affiliate marketing traffic strategies. Now, what tends to happen normally is with these videos or when people talk about traffic for affiliate marketing or many other forms of marketing at that is they look to talk to you about the sources. I shall be talking to you about the sources as well, but I'm going to complement it with the strategies. I will talk probably more about strategies and some methods by using these strategies to get the traffic and to get access to the traffic or get the traffic to your offers. And in so doing, build your email list or get sales. If this is something that is important to you or interesting to you, stick around as we dive deep in. This is the fourth video, and in the first video of this particular series anyway, and the first video I talked about what an affiliate does. In the second video I spoke to you about what niches or how I look for niches. In the third video I spoke to you about trending niches, how to find niches within these niches that you selected which are trending so you work better for you. And in this one I'm talking about the other side, which initially which was talking about looking for products to or niches to work within is traffic. In this area I'm talking about traffic. I'm talking about it slightly differently. I'm talking about the strategies you use and the sources as well, so and some method like I said to you. So what I want you to do is go back and watch the other ones I've done prior to this, and the other three I've done prior to this. I'll leave the link down below, and also please could you subscribe to my channel. It helps me a lot and give me a thumbs up, because this tells Google, YouTube rather, well, they're one and the same, that what I'm doing is people find interesting, and it will show my videos to more people. Thank you very much for watching and enjoy the rest of the video. So let's have a look at each of the different strategies here. We have the free, the paid, the community, and the automated, like I said before. Now, let's talk about the automated strategy. The automated strategy is a strategy, I coined because I used the email method as an example. Now, the email method or the email source of traffic is one that you will actually get as an end result. In all honesty, emails are the end result of a traffic source. But the real automated source, I would say, is something like solo ads. Now, for those of you who do not know what solo ads are a method by which you go to a vendor who has a list of emails and they sell to you a particular section of the email list, and this email list can be sent to your traffic or to your as traffic to your offers. And it depends on whether you want to capture these emails or you want to actually send them directly to the offer, and that's exactly how it works. So this is what I call the automated aspect of it. Now, one such platform by which you can actually get these emails or these vendors is a platform called Udemy. It's not the only one, but it's one of the best known and one of the bigger ones. So what does Udemy look like? Here we are. On Udemy you get a chance to sign up. If you don't already have an account, you sign up, and what you do is you go in there and you find vendors, and the vendors have their prices, and they also have reviews below their names, so you see what vendor has, or the vendors are particularly popular, and so you can then buy solo ads of them. So this is just one method of the automated strategy I was talking to you about, and this is one way or one source of paid traffic that you can send to your offers. Now, there are others I'll be discussing, and the second area I will be looking at for you is going to be one of the community. So with the community generated, the truth of the matter is that all of these could be within the community generated, but I just need to give you a different example of a strategy within a particular source, like I was saying to you, of traffic. So for this, the source of traffic will be these two, Reddit and Quora. But the strategy will use community-based methodology, and with the community-based methodology you go in there and you answer questions. You sign up and you are able to answer questions, and it depends on what questions you answer and how well you answer the question. So it's in your interest to give value. You are voted, and if it's a question that has a lot of people interested in it, it's almost like a thread in a forum. You see yourself begin to rise in terms of the ratings or on the votes you get. And initially the idea is to play the game with the community. What you want to do as a method is you want to go in there and answer a number of questions and give it a bit of time. Now there's no time gap or there's no time lapse, but that's what you want to do because you want to look legit. Actually, in some instances, I believe they won't even allow you post a link or any kind of offer you have initially until you answer a few questions, and the moderators feel that you're not there to spam or carry out any kind of crazy activities. So the method in this particular traffic source is to play the community-based strategy where you go and answer questions, and then after a while, once you become better known, then you can start posting your offers or sending traffic to whatever offers or whatever platforms or whatever place that you want to. And so this is the community-based strategy that I'm going to be talking that you can use for this particular source actually. So another area is to use the other strategy is to use the free strategy. Now the free strategy is it works with it's a community-based one as well, but it works with community-based platforms. The community-based platforms, like I've said to you before, are things like social media platforms, of which Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter are. So a method you can use for Facebook and Instagram, and to an extent Twitter, is to actually go in there and you can seek out groups which have a particular interest. Now this could be in a particular niche, for example dog grooming or dog breeding. You can also use the particular breed of the dog, such as you can micro niche a bit more, and you can use the particular breed or like hounds, for example. So you could go into there and you could actually use almost the same method as the community method, but the reason why I've termed this free is because you can actually have the paid strategy within this community-based ones as well. So you can go in there, and what you have to do is then you don't necessarily have to answer questions because it functions slightly differently to this. Insofar as it doesn't allow you rise up to the top in the way Quora does, as I explained previously. But it's also you're interested to go in there and give it some time, and it pretty much depends on what kind of moderators you have, for example, within the group. Some groups don't mind. You can go in there. Oh, I put 3 O's. Well, you know what it is. This is Facebook, not Facebook. And so what you have to do is you have to go in there and you have to drop in information that will be useful to the group. And once you drop in information that is useful to the group, then you can start posting your links. Very similar to this, but it just functions slightly differently. And that's why I termed the free method. This can be done with Instagram to an extent and Twitter to an extent. So it really is the free method, because with Instagram you actually go in there and you can actually follow people. That's the method that people use, and people get curious about who is following them, which is one method. But there are also other methods that you can use on Instagram. Twitter and Instagram, they pretty much have the same kind of method. So as you can see, the strategy within the free is very similar to that within the community, but it's actually based on the fact that these are social platforms and you have to function in a social way to get the best of these particular platforms. Now, in the paid aspect of this, I've used Google and YouTube. Google is the older brother or sister of YouTube, like I said before, and you can actually pay for traffic almost similar to what you get in the automated strategy. And what you do is these sources tend to be more expensive, obviously, but they get you there quicker. So these are two sources of traffic that you definitely should look at. You might not look at them initially because they might be slightly expensive. So people tend to use the free strategies within these platforms, and the free strategies within these platforms are posting videos and writing in blogs. So these are the free strategies that you can use for this particular source. So you see what you have to do. You can actually interchange some of the strategies within each of the different blocks you find here. And this is exactly how you look for sources of traffic for the offers that you want to put forward. Now, like I said to you, you have two options. It's either you use the paid or the free in terms of that particular strategy. With the paid, there is a guarantee that you will get results quicker. With the free, it might take a little longer and there is no guarantee. But either which way, you're going to have to use one. Either you're going to have to use money or you're going to have to use your time to get the traffic to the offers that you have. And it doesn't matter which strategy you use, the experience you have and the amount of money you have to actually undertake any of the different strategies will determine how or which strategy you're going to use. But what I'll say to you is this: each of the strategies within these different sources can be interchanged. Now, there are other sources of traffic to your offers. I have just given you a few of them, and I've showed you how you can use strategies to actually work with the different sources and how you can interchange them depending on what offers you have and what kind of resources you have available to you in terms of time or money.